Another question about agriculture. Do you think that because there's been so much emphasis from the government on agriculture, youths should come and start farming, but do you see agriculture as a good point to boost Nigeria's economy?
Yes, my sister, agriculture is very good. If we look back in years, before the advent of oil, it is agriculture we have. Cocoa is here. Yes, now see, and the exchange rate to dollar to naira was almost at par. There was no what do you call oil then.
We lived on agriculture.
Living very well. We are say I'm a part of that, and we are all enjoying. Yes, but what goes wrong at this point? What goes wrong?
What do you think about agriculture? Do you feel that agriculture can improve Nigeria?
Exactly. So our government needs to do more in that aspect. They need to do more. At least giving money to the farmers, giving them machines like tractors to work. We Nigerians don't want to farm again. Everybody wants to do some cola job or other, but the farmers need assistance.
It's a kind of food security. Yes, now you can see now, still COVID-19 have taught us a lot of things. Many people have gone back to agric. That before they were telling them go everybody no, everybody wants white collar job. Yes, now nobody, there's a lot of opportunity in agriculture. Agriculture is a very, in fact, in some states, in some countries, yes, now agriculture is a major source of generating income. Yes, now. So if you can, but now, another thing is that you cannot do a substantial agriculture. Yes, sir. You want to do a commercial, so you have to mechanize. So government still has to come in. Yes, sir. Through the tractor or do the kind of, maybe for example, give them a free land. Yes, sir, to operate. Yes, sir. No, starting is not so easy at this time. You are giving some people grant to start agriculture. Yes, sir. And the required skill you do not give them. You do not train them. Yes, sir. They want nobody wants. Like if we start youth start agriculture now, you need to eat. Yes, sir. So you see, have to support them to some extent. When the time they start having their harvest, for them to sustain themselves. Agriculture is very good. Without agriculture, yes, sir, we cannot grow. Let us go back to the basis. How do we do it in that time when there is cocoa, there's no oil, and Nigeria was doing fine. Yes, sir. But what went wrong? So we need to go back and look at what is the cause of all these things. Agriculture is very key.
They say we should go back to the farms. Young people are saying there's no jobs. They said the farms are there. Can agriculture help Nigeria? They said there was a time we didn't live on oil. We lived on cocoa. We built some universities with cocoa money. What's your take on this?
I'm a student of history. I'm also a lecturer, in the Department of Business Admin in Nigeria's University of First Choice and the nation's pride. Now, when we want to talk about economic growth, we should have references. Go back to America. Before America became what it is today, America was an agricultural-based nation. Before England became what they are today, it was an agric-based nation. So the stages of development will always follow those steps. You become an agric-based nation, then you have industrial growth, and now we're having what we call the fourth revolution, economies that are driven by innovation, driven by information, driven by the internet. So, what are we saying? Nigeria, some 30, 40 years ago, had as our mainstay of our economy agriculture. All right. And it will surprise you if you do your research. I did a paper recently on how we can transform the Nigerian agric sector into an agric business sector. So what we are doing and what we've continued to do since 1960 is to perpetuate traditional agriculture. Now, countries have moved away from that. How do we move from traditional agriculture to agric business? What is where the money is in the world now? That is where the money is in terms of value addition. So we must mechanize agriculture in this country, and if we can, that is the basis, yeah. And we're beginning to do a little bit of that. Now, I talked about this recently on a national TV station, on a platform like this. I said, for instance, Nigeria has one of the largest fish resources in Africa. Fish resources in Africa. We have rivers almost everywhere. And then we have, a couple of universities of agriculture and law research that are helping us to expand on these resources. Now, let's take the popular fish I'm sure you like, but I don't really like, obokun, otherwise known as catfish. How come Nigeria has not been able, to develop that sector so that we can start having canned catfish? made in Nigeria, made for Nigerians, and also exported to the world. These are issues. So the money is in the value addition. The best we have been able to do is to get some little small technologies, then perhaps roast them or smoke them and start selling them to some Nigerians in diaspora. We have Titus fish from Morocco, we have princess fish from other countries, and more sardines are coming to this country. Why can't we have our own obokun and branded proudly Nigeria sold to the world? So we must have that again paradigm shift.